So dear students, I will continue with the second part of this, and what I was telling you in the first part was that this acceleration is zero in this direction, so velocity in x direction is constant, it never changes. And these two equations I had written. Now clearly, since ax is 0, so this equation becomes sx equals to uxt. Now if you remember this thing, this is something very important which we failed to apply in our questions. Sx is equal to uxt. So sometimes in some books for sx they will only write x, so don't be worried. In some books they will only write x. So often they write like this: ax is equal to ux into t. Now what I told you that ux is always same everywhere. So just see here, like what is ux here? U cos theta. Now if you find, let us say, horizontal component of velocity at this point, it is v cos alpha. So the very important point is this v cos alpha is equal to ux, u cos theta. Take any point, let us say take another point like this, and let us say the velocity here is v dash and this angle is beta. So this component is v dash cos beta. You can say v dash cos beta or v cos alpha or any other v and any other angle. This thing v dash x, vx, ux is the same. So this is equal to this also, u cos theta. Now all of us keep on forgetting this fact, and thereby we get stuck in the questions which we are solving. So horizontal velocity is constant, but vertical velocity goes on changing. So if you write this equation, here I am writing, so it becomes uy is u sin theta minus half gt square. Now I have used this, ay is equal to minus g, so this becomes the second equation. Now if I use the first equation of motion, which I have not written here, so I am rubbing it off and writing the first equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus at. But again I will remind you, we will not write v, again we will write vx is equal to ux plus ax into t, and vy is equal to uy plus ay into t, but ax is 0. That's what I was telling you, vx is equal to ux, I have already written it here. And the second equation that was there was sx is equal to ux into t plus again half ax t square is 0. So you should not forget these small things, otherwise physics becomes very tough for all of us. Now this equation, so this is one equation, this is second equation, this you can write like vy equals to uy. What is uy? U sin theta minus gt. So this is one equation, this is second equation, third equation, and whole projectile is finished. So projectile is that simple if you just remember this equation, this equation, this equation. But we go on cramming the formulae. What is the formula for time of flight? What is the formula for range? What is the formula for maximum height? All those become very easy. Like if you follow just this equation, vx equals to ux, and this. And one more, that is the third equation of motion also we can write apart from these two. And that will give me vy square equals to uy square minus 2gx. This is the third one. So s is equal to ut plus half at square, v is equal to u plus at. But y and x have to be separate, and there is no speciality in x because x is uniform motion. This is, in this direction it is uniform motion. The whole beauty of projectile motion is that it can be considered as a sum of two motions in these two directions which are independent, which are not dependent on each other. आपकी कन्वीनियंस के लिए मैं आपको वो फॉर्मूले भी बता देता हूँ, आपको जो आप कह रहे हैं, तो आई एम रबिंग इट ऑल ऑफ. इफ यू मिस एनीथिंग यू कैन जस्ट सी इट अगेन बिकॉज दिस इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ a video lecture. Some people say that like live classes are better, but I personally believe that videos are much better. आपको कोचिंग जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, अगर आप ये वीडियो देख लेंगे आप इसको कितनी बार भी रिवाइंड करके देख सकते हैं, आपके पास रिकॉर्डेड है. अब देखिए, टाइम टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट, टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट का मतलब होता है पूरा टाइम। तो इसके भी आपको कॉन्सेप्ट्स याद रखने चाहिए। हम लोग फॉर्मूले रखते हैं, वी गो ऑन क्रैमिंग फॉर्मूले, नो नीड। व्हेन इट कम्स फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर, देन वर्टिकल डिस्प्लेसमेंट बिकम्स जीरो। नाउ दिस मैनी स्टूडेंट्स वोंट अंडरस्टैंड, सर जीरो कैसे हो गया डिस्प्लेसमेंट, सर हाउ इज डिस्प्लेसमेंट जीरो? अरे भाई आप ऊपर जाके वापस आ गए तो आपका डिस्प्लेसमेंट जीरो हो गया ना। बट यू विल से नो सर, बट इट हैज गॉन फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर ना। अरे भाई राइट, but in this direction the displacement is zero. I am writing sy is zero, I am not writing s is zero. Sy is zero. Now if sy is zero and sy you write as ut, that is u sin theta t minus half gt square. इसमें if you write time of flight as capital T in this equation and this as zero, इसको अगर आप zero रख दोगे तो क्या बनेगा आपका? You will get u sin theta into t equals to half gt square. This minus this is zero, t से t कैंसिल करो, आपका t आ गया 2u sin theta by g। इसको हम रटते रहते हैं, no need। That is why physics becomes difficult. Remember this and put sy equal to 0, you get 2u sin theta by g as the time of flight. Second is what is this maximum height, h max, h max निकालना है। ये इक्वेशन यूज कर लीजिए, बोर्ड पे लिखी हुई है लेटेस्ट। यहां पे क्या होता है इस पॉइंट पे, vy is equal to 0। again you get confused, sir how is vy 0? I am not saying velocity 0, I am saying vy is 0। ये टॉप मोस्ट पॉइंट है, इसके बाद it will not go further ahead, it will fall back after this point। मतलब it has stopped going in that direction। देखो यहाँ पे it's going up, it's no longer going up, so vy is 0। इसमें 0 रख दो आप जरा, vy को क्या आएगा, you will get this is 0, so this h will become for this point h max। तो इसमें आप यहाँ पे h को h max रखो and uy is of course always u sin, uy क्या होता है यहाँ पे, this is u sin theta। तो uy को क्या लिखिए आप, u sin theta, h को लिखिए h max। रिवाइंड करके देख लो बार बार नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, h max कितना आ जाएगा आपका, इसको 0 रखा, इसको u sin थीटा, तो u स्क्वायर sin स्क्वायर थीटा, किसका स्क्वायर हो गया, uy का, अपॉन 2 into g। ये आपका मैक्सिमम हाइट आ गया। ये भी याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है, डोंट रिमेंबर इट, जस्ट रिमेंबर दिस इक्वेशन, पुट इट इक्वल टू 0। सो h max यू कैन इजीली फाइंड, टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट। एक चीज बची जिसको हम कहते हैं रेंज, ये फॉर्मूला था रेंज का। रेंज क्या होती है, इस टोटल डिस्टेंस। यू थिंक सर इट्स वेरी इजी, वेरी डिफिकल्ट, हाउ टू फाइंड इट? अरे बहुत आसान है, किस डायरेक्शन में रेंज आपकी x में, तो y को भूल जाओ, फॉरगेट ऑल अबाउट y। तो रेंज कैसे निकालेंगे हम, वेरी इजी, दिस मोशन इज यूनिफॉर्म। सर व्हेन डिड यू टेल इट इज यूनिफॉर्म? I told you just now that in this direction there is no acceleration. If there is no acceleration in this direction, it's a uniform motion in that direction। यूनिफॉर्म मोशन का मतलब है that it is ux horizontal component multiplied with time। but sir how will you find this time? अरे भाई ये टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट, वही तो टाइम निकाला है आपने, ये what is that time? This time is the time of flight, that is what you have to use in this formula। so you write capital T and then you will get it as ux means u cos theta into 2u sin theta upon g। This time of flight you get 2u square sin theta cos theta upon g and you get it u square। इसके बहुत सारे फॉर्म्स हैं तो मैं इसमें नहीं जा रहा हूँ, आप anybody can tell you, write this, or sometimes you can also write like ux into uy into 2 by g। Now if you understand this analysis, the analysis for inclined plane projectile becomes very easy also। So I hope these two videos, projectile 1, projectile 2, will clear you the basics of projectile motion, where we have considered no air resistance and g being constant। Of course अगर इस डायरेक्शन में कुछ विंड है, कुछ इलेक्ट्रिक फोर्स है, तो क्वेश्चंस will change on this topic also। but for basic projectile motion this is the entire theory। इसको when I am using problems you will see that these formulae may not be used, but the concepts which I have told you are going to be used। so this video will keep very short so that from these two, projectile 1, projectile 2, you can learn at least the basics of your projectile motion. So thank you very much for now. See you in the next video.